On TV News. Supported by Tenaris Algoma Tubes. Kickstart your career. Tenaris is rapidly growing in Sault Ste. Marie and looking for individuals interested in rewarding production and technician roles. If you are ready for a progressive career opportunity with benefits in advanced manufacturing, then please send your resume to resumes@tenaris.com.
On TV News, supported by The Refinery, the leader in women's fitness and transformations. 624 Wellington Street West in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Call 705-255-8895 for more information.
Family-owned and operated A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling has been serving Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area since 1968. For a free estimate, call 705-779-3909. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling, available for all your water needs. 1944, Second Line West, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling. Call 705-779-3909 for a free estimate today.
How's it going, everyone? It's Jacob Moore here at the On TV studios, letting you know there's been a slight change to 705 Sports. 705 Sports will now be airing Fridays at noon versus Fridays at 4 p.m. We will still be covering all your local, national, and international sports. The difference is now, while you're enjoying your lunch, you can check out myself, Dan Gray, and multiple different guests as we go over all your sports coverage. So make sure to tune in to 705 Sports Fridays at noon on our Facebook page and video on demand.
First Local, supported by Rick Mooney, sales representative for Street City Realty. Sold, the sign you want, Rick, the realtor you need.
Every day, people in crisis need someone to answer their call for help, to let them know they're not alone. Whenever people need someone, the Canadian Red Cross is there, on the phone lines and the front lines, around the world and here at home. But none of it would be possible without people just like you. No matter who you are, you have something to give. You can be that someone with the Canadian Red Cross. Learn more at redcross.ca/someone.
First Local, supported by Tammy Ovey. Are you looking for an agent who confidently knows the culture and community of Sault Ste. Marie? Call Tammy Ovey, 705-971-0171.
How's it going, everyone? It's Jacob Moore here at the On TV studios, letting you know there's been a slight change to 705 Sports. 705 Sports will now be airing Fridays at noon versus Fridays at 4 p.m. We will still be covering all your local, national, and international sports. The difference is now, while you're enjoying your lunch, you can check out myself, Dan Gray, and multiple different guests as we go over all your sports coverage. So make sure to tune in to 705 Sports Fridays at noon on our Facebook page and video on demand.
Good morning and welcome to First Local Mornings. It is Wednesday, Hump Day.
Hump Day.
October the 20th. And what can I tell you today?
Well, let's talk about something that happened yesterday. Seems to happen every day. Gas prices this shot up 10 cents in like one afternoon. So now we're at 154.9. Let's call it 155. But here's the strange thing. Now, the other stations have not increased yet, as far as I know.
Okay.
So just McDougall Energy-owned stations right now are posting those high prices. And here's the thing. Jacob tells me that you can go to Garden River right now, and gas is $1.39.
Ooh.
So that's a 20-cent difference, folks.
Okay.
Like, how does that happen?
Wow, math even I can do first thing in the morning. Yeah, and like I said, I was just saying to you, Canadian Tire still says 144.7. You know, but creature of habit as I am, I still went to the Esso. I didn't even look. I was like, and then I drove past. I was like, no.
Yeah.
So
and
yeah.
I got to fill up today. So.
Well, I'm holding steady at half a tank. You know, a friend of mine asked me in the vehicle I'm driving now, you know, how much it costs to fill that tank.
Don't know.
I've never filled the tank. I'm content with half full.
Yeah.
So.
But there you go.
Yeah, well, there you have it, right? There was there? Oh, yeah. Oh, I want to talk about my alarm really quickly.
Okay.
Okay, so I set my alarm for 4:30 because I need a certain number of snoozes to feel okay with getting up at 5:15. And then I woke up with a start a half an hour after that. It was 5:45. I just about freaked out. I looked at my phone and it informed me that I missed my alarm. It was not going off anymore. It had had enough of my shenanigans. I just missed it, and that was it. At what point does the alarm that you set just bail on you when you need it the most? So.
I don't have an alarm. I don't use an alarm. I just wake up every single morning at the same time.
You have a dog, though.
But I do have a dog, but she sleeps.
She doesn't have
I'm the one who has to get up.
Doesn't wake you up to go to the washroom or anything?
No.
Oh, good
No.
girl.
No.
Good girl.
Oh, you got news to do.
Yeah, I've got news to do. Okay, so at about 1 a.m. this morning, Sault Fire Services was summoned to a school in the north end of the city, St. Mary's College to be specific. Every available firefighter as well as the platoon chief did respond to the 800 block of Second Line East. Upon arrival at St. Mary's College, an electrical room full of smoke was found to have set off the alarm system. They worked to mitigate the issue by ventilating the smoke from the building using a series of fans. Maintenance and an outside contractor were seen attending the scene shortly after firefighters did leave. The exact cause of the smoke in that moment was unknown, and it is indicated that the crews were on site for over an hour just kind of managing the details of the call. Now, this morning at 7:30, we did receive an update from Rose Burton Spawn, who is the Director of Education for the Huron Superior Catholic District School Board. The update is, this is just a quick note to let you know that all is well at St. Mary's College. The smoke has cleared and the school is open for students and staff. So they were kindly inviting us to share the information so that students and staff could be made aware that the situation has been resolved. Okay, and they also indicated that they're fielding many calls and queries, so if you're having difficulty getting through, just know that they are dealing with a lot of inquiries. So yeah. Okay, time for one more, or should we just go right? Okay, woo, keep going. Okay, well, all right. Okay, so on a very serious note, Algoma Public Health is reporting the region's 8th death related to COVID-19. Out of respect for the family, of course, no further details are being shared. A statement from Algoma Public Health indicates that this tragic loss highlights the seriousness of this virus. Algoma Public Health commends all those who have worked to prevent COVID-19 spread in our communities, and they are asking every Algoma resident to continue doing their part to protect community members, including getting fully vaccinated against COVID-19. Additionally, Algoma Public Health is reporting 2 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Algoma, one from Sault Ste. Marie area, another from North Algoma. These would be cases number 484 and 485. They are both reported to be self-isolating. Further to that, they are advising the public of potential exposure to COVID-19 for anyone who was traveling on Air Canada flight AC8317 from Toronto to Sault Ste. Marie. This flight did occur on October the 18th. So, on Air Canada AC flight 8317 from Toronto to Sault Ste. Marie, passengers who sat in rows 3 through 9 and flight crew who serve these rows should contact their local public health unit for further information. So anyone who flew on this flight is advised to self-monitor for signs and symptoms of COVID-19 for 10 days from the date of potential exposure. Self-isolate immediately should symptoms develop. Seek testing if symptoms occur. Of course, through contact tracing, all close contacts have been notified. Case 484, cause of exposure unknown, my favorite, and case 485, cause of exposure close contact. All right, I will come back and regale you with the provincial numbers, which are continuing in their downward trend, but I want to know if this warm trend in the weather is set to continue. Craig, let us know.
Well, wasn't yesterday, Heidi, a beautiful day? It felt like summer yesterday, 23 degrees with plenty of sun. Today, we're holding on to some milder temperatures, 16 degrees. We'll take a look at the radar. We have a little bit of activity towards the south of, or just the tip of the Michigan. That's heading towards the east. We don't have to worry about those showers. We do have to worry about this mess coming our way later on tonight, giving us some showers and also going to drop our temperature, sorry about this, Heidi, to about half of what we're seeing today. So let's take a look at your 12-hour forecast. It's not looking all that bad for today. With this morning, right now, we're about 8 degrees. We're seeing some cloudy periods. We are seeing a little bit of sun, though. This afternoon, again, we're going to see mainly cloudy conditions, 16 degrees for your daytime high this afternoon, 11 degrees for your evening, but we introduce some showers, and those showers are going to last for most of the night into our day tomorrow. I'll tell you just how much rain is coming and what else we can expect for later on this week coming up in just a little bit. Heidi?
Okay, so I will accept your apology, but I'm not happy about it, of course. Okay, so we will follow that up then with a return to the COVID numbers. Provincially speaking, Ontario is reporting 328 new cases of COVID-19 as of yesterday, with 4 more deaths. It is the 9th straight day that the province has reported fewer than 500 new daily cases. Reminding you that on Monday, there were 373 cases reported. Of yesterday's cases, 223 cases are in people who are not fully vaccinated or who have an unknown vaccination status, while 105 are found to be in people who are fully vaccinated. Of the 260 people currently hospitalized with COVID-19, Minister of Health Christine Elliott tweeted that 225 are not fully vaccinated or have an unknown vaccination status, while 35 are fully vaccinated. Okay, so coming back to our local information, Algoma Public Health is further advising that an individual associated with Riverview Public School has tested positive for COVID-19. At this time, Algoma Public Health is conducting a careful investigation to identify any and all close contacts. Examples of close contacts in this case would include household members, people who have been in direct physical contact or belong to the same classroom/cohort, and people who have spent more than 15 minutes together within 2 meters or 6 feet of each other, such as, for example, sharing a meal. Brief interactions like walking past someone in a hallway are not really considered to be close contact, so Algoma Public Health will notify all low-risk and high-risk contacts via letter to provide further guidance and direction. So, of course, their intention in this moment is to reassure families from Riverview Public School that if they do not receive a low-risk and/or high-risk contact letter, that their child is not considered to be a close contact of the person who has tested positive for COVID-19. And in which case, Algoma Public Health would not recommend to those individuals if they have their child tested unless they're showing symptoms of COVID-19. Algoma Public Health, of course, working with the school community to review and confirm important practices to reduce the potential spread of COVID-19. And of course, we do have this posted to our website. So all of that information is available, including the recommended practices to help avoid contracting COVID-19. Okay, I believe it's just about time for a break. So go fill your cup, listen to the important words from the supportive community that has come forward well, there's that word again, in support of our programming here. And come on back. I'll talk to you soon.
Family owned and operated, A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling has been serving Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area since 1968. For a free estimate, call 705-779-3909. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling, available for all your water needs. 1944, 2nd Line West, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling. Call 705-779-3909 for a free estimate today. First Local, supported by Tenaris Algoma Tubes. Kickstart your career. Tenaris is rapidly growing in Sault Ste. Marie and looking for individuals interested in rewarding production and technician roles. If you are ready for a progressive career opportunity with benefits in advanced manufacturing, then please send your resume to resumes@tenaris.com.
First Local, supported by The Refinery, the leader in women's fitness and transformations. 624 Wellington Street West in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Call 705-255-8895 for more information. Well, good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings. It is Hump Day, so Wednesday. I always what day is it? What day is it? Yeah, it's Hump Day. So, and we are rapidly approaching the end of the month. Halloween falling on a Sunday this year. I don't know. I mean, kid holidays should never fall on a Sunday or a school night as far as I'm concerned. But, even if it does, we have the go-ahead this year for kids to make it fun. We did talk about that the other day. Kids are encouraged in this moment to go trick-or-treating, of course, wearing a mask, not a costume mask, not enough. But hey, if you can, incorporate the mask into the costume, awesome. No exuberant shouting, so again, have fun, but not too much fun. Okay, Craig and I did talk a little bit about the gas prices going up. I just like to kind of gather some statistics, so elsewhere in Northern Ontario, prices are posted. So keeping in mind that ours just went up to, like we said, 154.9 in any man's language, 155. So prices in Sudbury at $1.40, $1.47 in North Bay, while Thunder Bay is kind of joining us with the highest prices in the province. So what makes us so special? Certainly in the office we have some speculation, but that would just be irresponsible for me to share those details. So yeah, but anyway, fill up if you have to, because it's always going to be up and down. And you know what, on that note, 4 days ago, Ontario Premier Doug Ford told reporters that he vows to lower the gas prices in the province. He promised to axe 5.7 cents a litre if Ottawa would match the cut. I will match every single penny, he said. I'm pretty sure he was waving his fist too. No, that's just me. So there's a challenge. Every single penny that the government deducts off their tax, we will match that, he said. So, you know what? Going to keep our eyes on that one, that's for sure. All right. What else do I want to tell you about today? Did you know, here's a factoid. On this day in 1967, so October 20th, 1967, Bigfoot, okay, that creature that I'm pretty sure everybody has heard of. So on this day in 1967, that legendary creature is reportedly filmed by hunters Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin creating what is known as the Patterson footage. So there it is. Caused widespread, speculation as to what exactly we were looking at. Some would say it's a person in, a costume. Others weren't really sure. But anyway, to this date, Bigfoot remains an unsolved mystery. Nobody's really sure if it does or does not exist. Is it the missing link? Who can really say for sure? So you're whispering in my ear. What are you saying, Jacob? Oh, Jacob is suggesting that that footage was actually him. I don't know, Jacob, 1967. I mean, you look remarkably good for being, that tall in 1967. But, okay. So there was a video anchored locally that was posted to YouTube yesterday, and an article recently published to draw attention to it. And it's being viewed as a promotion of vigilante justice against substance abusers. And in the video, the substance abusers are referred to as junkies in a derogatory manner. Both are receiving quick condemnation by many organizations and members of the community. We did speak with Lisa Foggia, who is the mother of Tia, and we did report the passing of Tia last year. Due to substance abuse. And Lisa said that the article is very upsetting, and she wonders out loud how people can treat each other this way, indicating that she feels that, this treatment is abhorrent. The perspective is met equally by Addictions and Mental Health Advocates founder Donna DeSimon. A one-man vigilante is not going to fix any problems that this city faces, says DeSimon. In fact, the judgment and the stigma displayed on these videos only exasperates the dangers that all substance users face because of the actions of some. So, definitely two sides to the debate, and multiple issues kind of layered into one kind of commonality. Certainly, on one side we have the people decrying the actions of the people who are struggling with substance abuse and mental health challenges. On the other hand, we have the sort of regulatory governing bodies who, are kind of trying to figure out really in whose court does the ball fall. Do we need more police? Do we need to allocate more funding towards the treatment and support that people struggling with substance abuse and mental health challenges may need? So again, we do try to provide very fair and balanced coverage. To that end, Dan did speak with the mayor and the CAO of the city, Malcolm White. So that video is also available on our website, and they do touch on the notion of allocation of funding with regards to the opioid crises. Okay, so yesterday afternoon, there was a collision on Pine Shores Road. Firefighters from Gooley and Awares Township, as well as paramedics from Sault Ste. Marie and OPP, were on the scene of the collision on Pine Shores Road. Reports from witnesses in the area state that there was a rollover in the 400 block. The roadway was slowed and blocked between Gooley Bay Road and Buys Bay Road. And we weren't really able to get to, what caused the crash, if there were injuries, but certainly we do commit to keeping you updated as information becomes available. Okay, well, I think it's almost time for another break. Oh, no, one more story. Oh, you're just driving me today. Okay, all right then. I will come at you with the police shutting down multiple streets near the core of the city. How about that? All right. We did respond to multiple reports, and this took place yesterday, of police shutting down a large area in the city's core. So this had to do with John Street, that area, where there's like a convergence of streets. Tim Hortons, Max. This would have to do with the intersection of Wellington and Gore and North Street at various points. So each of these areas were shut down yesterday morning by officers, and witnesses indicate that they did see the K-9 unit called for service as well as a forensic van. So the forensics officers were witnessed going through a truck on North Street while other officers had corners blocked off. Now, correspondingly, as we did reach out to police services, and we will provide further updates as information is made available. Okay, Jacob, is that good now? Can we take a break or? Okay, we're going to commercials, so stay tuned. Come on back. Of course, I'm going to hit up some social media. I have one more factoid for you as well. The Ontario coroner is going to be reviewing cases of unidentified human remains for links to the ongoing discoveries around the residential schools. So go fill your cup. Come on back.
First Local, supported by the Canadian Bush Plain Heritage Centre, where adventure takes off. First Local, supported by Gary Chervinsky, Exit Realty, Lake Superior. Buying a home is a big decision, so is choosing the right agent. Call Gary Chervinsky, broker at Exit Realty, Lake Superior, 705-257-5432.
When I found out I had cancer, it was the hardest day of my life. But life is bigger than cancer.
First Local, supported by United Way. Help make your community a better place. Show your local love and donate today. Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings, Hump Day, October the 20th. I'm going to come at you with another factoid. Musical, but you know, as I tend to kind of revolve around the same sort of musicians because they do tend to be my favorites. Today, we're going to hop on over to Roy Orbison. So it was on this day, October 20th in 1960, Roy Orbison had his first UK #1 single with Only the Lonely, an exquisite song, very high on my list, and his first of 33 hits. Now, Roy Orbison, most of you will know, has a very unusual voice, very talented singer-songwriter. What was interesting to me about this factoid is that this song was actually turned down by the Everly Brothers as well as Elvis Presley. So that is when Roy Orbison decided to record the song himself, you know. So I think of the song that is so pleasing to my ear, and, you know, being highly familiar with the Everly Brothers as well as Elvis Presley, I do kind of challenge myself to, you know, hear how they might have done it. However, they might have done it, they chose not to do it, and therefore Roy Orbison knocked the ball right out of the park. Okay, we need a little bit more information, I think, about the weather. So we're going to toss over to Craig while I troll the void and see what's happening in social media. Craig, over to you.
Thanks, Heidi. And today we're not as warm as we were yesterday. Yesterday just felt like a summer day in the afternoon, didn't it? Today we're seeing mostly cloudy conditions because we do have that system heading our way later on tonight, and we'll show you that on the satellite shot. Here it is right here. There's that low pressure system and the counterclockwise spin around it. That is all building in for later on this evening. We should start seeing some showers developing around the 8 o'clock time. We'll check that later, but anticipate some showers coming in for late tonight and then lasting most of tonight and into our day tomorrow. We'll just take a look at the radar. We show you a couple of showers here to the south. Nothing to worry about there. We're going to be basically dry for most of the day today. Temperatures not bad, 16 degrees as opposed to the 23 degrees we hit yesterday, but you know, it's still above seasonal, so we'll take it at least for one more day because we do have that cold front coming through and it's going to drastically change our temperatures. Let's take a look at the temperatures for today. 16 for the Sioux, 8 degrees in Wawa, so you can see where that cold air is right now. 5 degrees in Timmins. These are daytime highs, by the way. 15 degrees in Sudbury and 10 degrees in Thunder Bay. So you can clearly see where that cold air is right now, and that is going to be sinking later on for our day tomorrow. So this is what we look like today. Here's that low pressure system. This cold front came through last night. It really didn't do anything. It just shifted our winds to the west. But this is the troublemaker here, because you can see some snow on the back side of that, and that's coming this way, and we do have snow in our forecast for late Friday and Saturday, so be aware of that. Nothing is going to accumulate, but still. Let's take a look at your 3-day forecast for today. Just mainly cloudy conditions. We may see a little bit of sun before those clouds thicken up. Temperatures around 16 degrees, 8 degrees for your day tomorrow, with cold showers for your morning. Those are going to taper off in the afternoon, leaving us with a partly sunny sky for Thursday afternoon. But then we see the backside of that low pressure system coming in with some snow for Friday, and that snow will actually linger into Saturday. Take a look at your temperatures, 7 degrees. We're also talking about some negative temperatures for this weekend for here in the Sioux, so we'll take a look at that on the 7-day forecast in just a bit. Heidi?
Well, thanks for that, Craig. You know, I guess really we've had a pretty good run of it, so I will suspend further abuse at the weather in favor of bringing out my windshield cover, which always makes me very excited. Okay, so more information then on the ongoing discoveries around the residential schools. Ontario's chief coroner says that his office is embarking on a review of unidentified human remains found in the last 4 decades to determine if any are linked to former residential schools. So Dr. Dirk Hoyer says that in many cases his office has not fully investigated human remains when they are deemed to be more than 50 years old. He says that he's been reconsidering that approach and now recognizes that his office may have missed identifying graves linked to residential schools in the province. Hoyer says a team from his office will be examining findings that go back to the 1980s to determine if further investigation is required in any of these cases. Remains of a child under the age of 14 were discovered in the Mohawk Institute Residential School in Brantford, Ontario in August of last year. On Saturday, Brantford police said that the remains are not modern and do not have any forensic value, and added that no further investigation would be conducted by their officers. And of course, the original story going all the way back to May, a First Nation in Kamloops, BC announced that its ground-penetrating radar had detected what are believed to be the remains of 215 Indigenous children in unmarked graves at the site of a former residential school. So of course this was the preliminary discovery around the Covet First Nation in Saskatchewan, and in that area it did reveal a similar finding of more than 700 unmarked graves a month later. So horrific discovery, and again in this moment the Chief Coroner of Ontario is embarking on a review of unidentified human remains over the last 4 decades to determine if any are linked to former residential schools. All right, so we are going to hop into social media and see what the chit chat is all about today. Mike, why do I keep saying that? Jacob, do we have the rolling bar on the screen? Okay, well, I'm not allowed to look at the monitor. That was beaten out of me early on. Okay, Jim Whitty, good morning, people. I don't think Jim was the first one, though. I think somebody else beat him to the punch. Yeah, Mark Jordan beat him to the punch. You missed Mark Jordan, Jacob. Get on it. Mark Jordan says GMA, so good morning all with an exclamation point. Then Jim Whitty says, good morning, people. Good morning to you, Mark. Good morning to you, Jim. Steve Childs, GMA, HEIHAGD. Okay, good morning all. Hope everyone is having a good day. Aha, and rocking the horns twice. Awesome, Steve. Always nice to hear from you, and nice to have my brain shattered when I don't even have a coffee. Okay. Tristan, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Tristan. Bradley says, good morning with 3 exclamation points. Happy amorous dog on your leg day. And a peace sign. Good morning, Brad. Margaret McKeag, Good morning, all. Good morning to you. I love how Facebook assigns, I guess they're called badges. So, you get top fans. Margaret McKegg is an anniversary follower. I don't know what that means. So anyway, I assume it's a good thing. So congratulations, Margaret, on that designation. Jim Whitty says, LOL Bradley with a little smiley, and Jim winks back at him. Jim Whitty, happy Quasimodo Day. Yes, of course. Kimberly Seabrook, good morning all, with a little smiley. Good morning, Kimberly. Evelyn McColeman says, happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy Wednesday to you, Evelyn. I mean, the weekend is in sight. We're halfway through. Tony Mancuso, happy hump day, everyone. Enjoy your day and stay safe yourself as well, Tony. Chris Bridges, good morning, everyone. Happy birthday to the late, belated Bela Lugosi, who was born on this day in 1882, of course famous for portraying Count Dracula in the original 1931 film and for his roles in various other horror films. So happy hump day. Happy hump day to you, Chris, and of course thank you for your factoid. And then Ineke from the Netherlands pops in to say good morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Ineke. All right.
There we
Okay,
go.
wow.
So do you want to talk about the 7-day forecast or not?
Well, I don't know. It depends. Is it nice?
Before we do that, let's just talk about something positive. We broke a record yesterday, or unofficially broke a record, which was set in 1963. So 58 years ago, we broke this record. It was 20 degrees in 1963 on yesterday. And of course, yesterday was 23 here yesterday. So now let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. If you like snow, we have that coming Friday night into Saturday. Take a note, though, Heidi, of those overnight temperatures, -2 degrees for Saturday morning. So it's going to be a chilly morning, chilly weekend actually setting up. These temperatures are slightly below where we should be at this time of year. So, but we have to take it, right? Because we had above seasonal temperatures for most of this month. We'll have to deal with below seasonal temperatures for next week, but it does eventually improve before we hit November. So that's good news.
Well, that is good news. You know what? We do have so when one of our loyal viewers pops in with a local fact that attaches to one of our broader factoids, I of course have to bring it forward. So Kimberly, one of our watchers, she said that in the 1960s, her father, a young fella in that time, Darrell Seabrook, was poking around the Memorial Gardens while a band was setting up for a concert. Young Darrell picked up a guitar, and in the fretboard was the name Roy Orbison. Very cool, very cool. Thank you for sending that, Kim. Dynamite. That's that's awesome. All right, well, that's really all I have for you today. You know, I do require another coffee. I do have to go and make lunches. So
Great.
I thank you for popping in and watching, and I look forward to chatting with you again tomorrow. Ooh, we've got Boomer Brado coming in from the Esquire, and then we do also have a local lady coming in on Friday with information that has yet to be revealed. So you'll have to keep watching. Bye.
Bye-bye.
On TV News. Supported by Tenaris Algoma Tubes. Kickstart your career. Tenaris is rapidly growing in Sault Ste. Marie and looking for individuals interested in rewarding production and technician roles. If you are ready for a progressive career opportunity with benefits in advanced manufacturing, then please send your resume to resumes@tenaris.com.
How's it going, everyone? It's Jacob Moore here at the On TV studios, letting you know there's been a slight change to 705 Sports. 705 Sports will now be airing Fridays at noon versus Fridays at 4 p.m. We will still be covering all your local, national, and international sports. The difference is now, while you're enjoying your lunch, you can check out myself, Dan Gray, and multiple different guests as we go over all your sports coverage. So make sure to tune in to 705 Sports Fridays at noon on our Facebook page and video on demand.